top teams in Division B? Absolutely. FaZe Clan, they haven't been untouchable this week in Division B, but on the other side, LG has looked at times. This one for me, Maven, has all the signs of being a 4-game series. We don't say that often, but I feel like this will be a 4-game series with LG coming out on top.
Maybe. It's going to be the search. if FaZe is going to take it. I think LG has just looked so good, man. I don't know. I feel like this is a 3-0 for LG, but FaZe, you know, when they're feeling themselves, when they're on point, they can beat just about anybody.
I can't remember the last time I saw Luminosity play USS Texas in Search and Destroy, so that'll be an interesting take. But either way, let's get the game started off the break. It's FaZe winning the opening gunfights as they're out to a 12-0 lead, and LG really can't even get out of their spawn at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing you can hope, maybe for, if you're FaZe, last match of the night, you know, LG hasn't really played today, that maybe they come in, I don't know, not as focused by chance. It's like, what, after 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
I'm trying to search for something. Maybe give a little bit of...
I know you're trying to search for something. I'm not doubting that. As the silver lining for LG is that they have flipped the spawns in their favor, and Slacked will at least kill Zuma out of the hill, so that 30-second swing of scrap time doesn't look like it'll go to FaZe's favor. Octane holding the outside lane. It will be a FaZe lead by about 30 seconds at the end of the first hill, but it's LG in control. It looks like for a moment. Will the players begin to spawn out? They still have 3 there. One does spawn out lower docks. FaZe in a brilliant situation right now, Maven, to try to make a play happen.
Unless JCap gets a nice timing and pick up some kills, that would work out very well for them. JCap just hits through mid-cut. He does win a gunfight, but you only have 1 remaining there on the backside. That's going to be Slack. So FaZe continues to rack up time. 40 seconds left here, and my God, they're going to blow this lead open.
Yeah, LG didn't get a second off this hill. Meanwhile, they went and rotated here very early on. FaZe doing a fantastic job of almost playing this like how we saw TK be successful. And it's like, you know, if it's not my time, we'll make sure it's not your time either. And that's playing contests, making smart plays like we just saw from Priesta right there. Playing their life so important. FaZe up to this point on the map, Maven, have absolutely outplayed LG in regards to where they get their kills and how they take on certain gunfights.
Certainly, and you know, if you get a slow series maybe out of Octane, who's been arguably the most consistent player outside of maybe Slasher in Division B, you get a bad series out of him, you got even more of a chance of an extended series and maybe taking a victory here. And we know this series means a whole lot more to FaZe. And by that, I just mean like it's much more important they get a victory here in the scheme of things than LG, who's sitting at the top there with Envy.
Yeah, I can tell you the one thing from LG is that they don't want to wind up going into the final day in that second spot. They want to hold on to the position they find themselves in. FaZe, though, again, break the LG setup in just one strong push. The score could be 110-19 at the end of this hill if LG don't break. They will.
They've got to turn it around, though. They got to turn it around quickly. Still a very manageable game, but FaZe, the hot start continuing. Attach will drop. The final 20 or so seconds look poised to go here to LG.
And I think that's a great point you just brought up. The hot start. Everybody positive right now for FaZe Clan, and they're in complete control of the game. They're just winning their gunfights versus LG, especially on rotation. Like, oh, I thought Zuma had the 2-piece right there. Thankfully, JCap does clean him on up. Priesta, again, smart play. Looking to see if he can be the thorn in LG's side as he's already pushed in towards side beer. Entry, couple kills now for FaZe.
Ooh.
Another one onto Octane. I can tell you right now, Maven, everyone is frying on FaZe. Each of them just hit 10 kills, and Octane is stuck at 3 for LG.
Yeah, and that's, you just consider, he started, what, like 1-3, 1-4? If this slow start continues into a slow map 1 or a slow series, that is a big opportunity for FaZe to take advantage here. You just don't see many slow starts out of Octane, man. Priesta streak up to 5 now. He's at 13-7. FaZe Clan up 111-45. Contested inside of beer, but Zuma able to clear. And Zuma, he has been marvelous. 2 kills coming in for him. He's been amazing over this 2-week stretch in Division B, and he's looking to tack on more as he beams JCap coming off a spawn. Wow.
20 kill difference, and we're not even through our first rotation. Attach just snapped onto Octane right there. FaZe can do no wrong, it seems. Again on rotation, look at where Zuma's found himself. LG are nowhere near the new hill. Another rotation in favor of FaZe. This lead only going to continue to grow with how they're playing right now.
See if Priesta can keep it going. He's going to have 2 in front, though. John able to work together there with Slack to pick up a couple of kills, but Replay still in the hard point. He's the last remaining person here. He's already picked up one. Second tries a challenge. He takes his head off as well. The streak comes in. What felt like, you know, Replay's all by himself here. He's still holding on. The streak combined with his big play down low. He's still alive in this.
This feels like a FaZe clan team that everyone is clutching up and hitting the shots that they need to, and man, it is damn impressive. 159 to 51 now. The 100-point lead still stands strong for FaZe. Priesta just can't miss, it seems, with this PPSH. He backs up Octane as well, and he's doing what he does best, sprinting forward, looking for more engagements, even weakens John. He's basically holding off 3 players of LG by himself right there.
I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Something's off with Octane right now. He just doesn't have maps like this. He just doesn't. 7 and 17 right now, and I know that's not the only thing going wrong, but when one of your, I don't want to say hard carry, but your main AR, who is just usually dominant, has a map like this, like, you think Envy's going to be getting wins if you get numbers like this out of Slasher? No.
It sounds weird to say, but if JCap has more kills than Octane on a map, something's probably not going right for him.
Yeah, something strange.
We're used to him leading 8 and 18 now, and I will say we know that this is a map where submachine guns obviously excel. You've got the trio of Zuma, Attach, and Priesta, who are just not missing, it seems, and putting themselves in great positions. So you will struggle a little bit if your team's not matching that slang, especially from an AR-type role. But, man, again, another 2-piece from Priesta, 23 and 12, with a minute inside the hard point.
Yeah, this has looked easy for FaZe. I mean, they have looked so strong early. We've got a couple seconds left in Statue. They're going to be set up for the back. Zuma's going to be the one to deal with it. Nade out first, backs up 2 players. That allows him to get to the box. Easy pickings there. Great play from Tommy as he gets it done. Then Priesta will be set up in the next hard point. He's got Replays looking over him. And look how far pushed up you saw Replays actually get. He gets all the way up into Cole, so they're going to spawn lower docks. They have to wrap back to help here because Attach is in a lot of trouble. They're trying to work together to pick up the plays. Attach somehow stays up. Attach is weakened and still picks up 2 kills. A weakened player then moves into Priesta, still racking up time, and Priesta 25 and 12, a 4 streak, close to streaks, and FaZe Clan cracked the 200-point mark.
Has he not been one of the more impressive players we've seen so far in Division B? We've been talking a lot about Scraps and Slasher, but Priesta, I'm even talking more about his AR play. His assault rifle shot has looked fantastic for FaZe. One thing we saw from them, we critiqued them on, they were actually running 2 ARs on this map the last time we saw them, and they just looked off. Now swapping back to that 3 SMG setup, it's paying dividends for him here as they're still up by over 100.
It's one of the big takeaways for me from Division A and Division B is how much young talent we have coming up at the CWL. When you take a look at the likes of someone like Kenny, Priesta, Timp, Hook, all these guys, all these young players that have just been, TJ, can't forget about him. He's been stellar. There's a bright future here for a lot of these guys in the CWL, man, let me tell you. But FaZe looking to put this game away. Now into the docks warehouse. LG coming off spawn. JCap sprinting directly into a nade. Zuma picking up Octane in the back.
I will go out and say this.
Wow.
This has been one of the worst hardpoint maps I've seen from LG that I've casted so far. Yes, the score isn't too ridiculous. They could be 100-point club. Pretty rough. They're going to break through it, it looks like right here. But up to this point, they have not won a single rotation, I don't think. And that says a lot for a team like LG, who is typically exceptional at that.
No, I don't think you're going to be mounting a comeback here for your LG. So you said you thought a 4-game series was happening. I thought it could be a sweep. I'm already very wrong. But, God, this just doesn't look like the LG we've seen throughout the course of Division B. But at the same time, I mean, we've seen, 2 different FaZe teams, right? A FaZe team that can beat the best, and a FaZe team that looks very, very vulnerable. Right now, they look like they can beat anyone in the world, at least from this map 1.
Yeah, they are. FaZe are just frying. As simple as that. 25 kill difference between these teams right now. Still a 100-second lead, and again, it's that number that FaZe are at now, 233, where they can just give up 25 seconds of time and rotate early, get the perfect position to just win the map off the next hill. Just don't feed streaks. Look, they're doing a great job here contesting from the front. LG haven't even begun to push forward yet to stop them.
And Octane finally starts coming alive. You know, he basically starts triple negative throughout the course of the game. Now he's got 4 kills in a row, getting close to streaks, but it's more than likely going to be too little too late. Otherwise, this could be one of the more impressive comebacks that we've seen in Call of Duty World War II.
But look, even right now, they're pushing toward that last 10 seconds. You can't lose that if you're slacked. They do get the kills in rotation, so this is the best chance LG have been in to come back in this game so far. Only giving up 2 seconds is fine. Now they need to win these gunfights. Octane with streaks, does he call on the fighter pilot right away? It does appear so. This is the LG we've been waiting for so far this map, and you know, Maven, maybe it was just a slow start to this series.
Yeah, no, it seems that way. I mean, Octane has completely turned it around, and as he's turned it around, so has this LG roster. It seems like they're getting right back into this game, but they can't give up much time at all here on Crane. They only have a couple seconds they can really toy with here before FaZe likely puts it out of reach, and they've now gotten in the hard point.
Since his 20th death, he's gone, I believe it's like 14 and 8, or 15 and 8, which is pretty nuts to turn it around. FaZe, though, now within 9 seconds, LG need flawless Call of Duty gameplay to come back in this one. They'll bring the lead from about 110 to every bit of, 40 at the end of this one, or 50 at the end of this one. Sorry, I thought there was 19 seconds left. Still possible, but it's a tall order, and they have no one near top middle for this new hill.
Oh, they're spawning up bottom right.
This should be GG.
They're going to try to get in. Coming through mid-cut, it's going to be JCap. He's going to have to win a difficult gunfight here if he's going to have a chance, but unfortunately, Attach looking over him. 2 more points needed. Kills coming in for FaZe. That should be it. FaZe Clan take a big game 1 there over LG.
The lead just too big to hope for a comeback like that. You see from John's perspective, nice little 2-piece in the kill cam. But, flashy play. Not going to help you come back on a map where they just could not hold a rotation for the life of them, Maven, on the first 5 or 6 hills of that game.
I'll flat out say it. If Octane doesn't start the way he did, I think LG win that game.
Yep.
As soon as he turned it around.
I wonder if that's where he's going. Because I know Octane before has been pretty vocal about, I didn't have the best map. That one was on me. I'm wondering if that's what he's saying to the team right now. Like, boys, my bad. Start off slow. Won't let it happen.
And it's
again.
not all him, but when one of your main guys is struggling like that, you can point the finger a little bit. I mean, if we're going to praise him, if he's going to be one of the best conversation for best players in the game, when you have maps like that, that gets highlighted as well.
Yep.
But we'll see if he can turn it around then in the search. You got to expect the way he ended at least the final couple minutes of that game that we're going to see a different Octane here the rest of the series. But the big thing, FaZe, I mean, especially with the hot start you had from, I think Attach started out like 10 and 5. Priesta was
all
destroying.
The SMGs. All the SMGs.
Yeah. I mean, they were just running around the map cruising. And that's something where this team first formed, we thought when this game gets to a 3-sub meta, which happened pretty quickly, but once it gets to a 3-sub meta, you think they're going to be terrifying with this particular roster, and I think you saw certainly glimpses of it there.
Yep, and replays. That's all you need from a map like that. Let his submachine gun players just fly around, have a field day. He just needs to kind of fill the holes when needed, play for those spawns when the time comes, and it all works out for FaZe. So moving forward, we will go to USS Texas next, and I think this is where the veto process now swings into FaZe's favor. They've removed as much Arden Forest as possible, or at least that they feel comfortable with. The next one being Search and Destroy. I can tell you LG are a better, Arden Forest S&D team than a USS Texas S&D team. And with Flag Tower, which I believe Game 3, is it Flag Tower or London Docks? It might be London Docks. But either way.
I think it's Docks.
London Docks. So another one where FaZe, you're not feeling like you're at a handicap there with the map choice. I think these next 2 maps leave an opportunity for FaZe to 3-0 sweep LG here.
Well, let's see if Priesta and FaZe can keep it up. Priesta looks dialed in. Fantastic game 1 for him. They'll need him in the search. And, FaZe, a team that I praised in search. They were 4-1 heading into their match yesterday against Unilad. They end up actually dropping both searches in that. You got to think they likely talked things over last night as they're trying to repair the damage that series did to their overall standings. It's almost like you lose that one to Unilad when you're maybe expected to win. If you come here and then beat LG, you can kind of forget about that series pretty quickly.
I think both Envy and LG had their tough kind of draws today with FaZe and Splice respectively. It's one where it's not impossible to think FaZe could win the series. It's not possible to think that Splice would beat Envy.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
But there's map 1, 250 to 189. FaZe with the map victory after Octane and the rest of LG had a very slow start. That'll move us into USS Texas Search and Destroy Game 2 of our final series of the night. Division B action has been exceptional, and if you're wondering, when does Optic play? Or, I missed the Division A teams. Well, don't worry out there, little Johnny. They arrived back here at Columbus on Sunday, and they'll be playing Tuesday.
I did actually, it's popular, the when does Optic play thing,
Yeah.
and I got tweeted a couple times like last week, and I was like, in 2 weeks. Not for a while.
Yeah.
Not today at 5. We'll see in 2 weeks. I'll be back. But no, I'm excited to see the teams again. I love the 2-week altering thing. It keeps it fresh. Keeps these teams on their toes, certainly. A lot to get done, though, in this league as we start to get headed into some more of the majors here, and all of this being a culmination. It's a road to the Call of Duty Championship later this year. It's just unreal how much we have left, Jack.
Oh, so much Call of Duty to be played. Off the break of USS Texas, we just saw the last one in the series between EG and Unilad go all the way to around 11. We can only hope for the same here. And what a surprise. Zuma with first blood for FaZe.
Yeah, shocking, right? He's not going to get traded out either. There is a player still in the top window. Then he's got one, I believe, opposite him at top A, or sorry, bottom A.
When do you ever see a first blood like that? From the bottom middle door towards that back kind of sniper plat from Zuma right there. Nice shots from JCap to even the numbers, and I believe he'll get out with his life for a moment, but no, tries to re-challenge and gets cut down.
I like it. I mean, that's another thing we see. It seems like we've seen Echo Fox do on this map. They love to get a couple bottom middle and just peek out that bottom door and get picks at times. You get a lucky timing there, you can get an easy kill. But now Zuma looking to do more damage. One in front. Slack still there. He gets tagged up. Good job to get away with his life. But it is one-on-one. Tries to wait for it. Ooh! Ooh, one more. Yeah, that's a sigh of relief. Or you see his eyebrows just kind of like, ooh.
Is that what his eyebrows did?
Yeah, yes.
Whoa. I guess that's sorry. Now I know from now on. I always wonder what that eyebrow.
That's exactly what it was. But that you like grabbed me during that because you were like that gunfight. My God.
I didn't even realize I got down to a one-on-one. So, but then the second I realized, I was like, oh my goodness, he's weak. Somehow I thought Slack didn't spot him, but oof, one of those close scenarios that LG comes out on top.
And that would have been the ace for Zuma after getting the first blood as well. So, what did Slack? So Slack, he gets 3 as well. So very big round for Zuma.
End of the fuse. Look at how many points he already has.
That's true. It's true. 450. Wow. Only time we've seen more than that is what
and he's dead.
The opening round from Apathy, where he got the ace and the defuse. He had 550 off the opening round.
If I had $1 for every time I heard the Apathy S&D referenced on broadcast today, I could buy an Apathy jersey.
It was incredible, though.
Yeah.
It really was.
And it takes a lot to make a jersey my size, but attach will rotate and just check out B.
Triple XL.
As now, again, it's LG getting first blooded, but then somehow evening the odds down to a 3-on-3.
Watching as things develop here, JCap. Just checking bottom middle. They're starting to rotate this over to B. Attach is the one that's going to have to get the spot here and make a play. As I say that, Zuma's just soared on forward and got a kill. But bomb is going down. I believe Cap. Yep, there goes the plant.
He's found the open lane. Zuma keeps finding these open lanes and executing right away. Wow. He'll go for the defuse, and all right, worked on those streaks at the 3-0 start of the last round. Now gets 2 in this one and the defuse, so he'll be right where he was.
This is a map.
Score streaks.
This is a map where, like, I don't want to call it over-aggression, but, like, just pushing a lane at times pays off immensely. Like, yeah, you can either die and get picked by someone watching the flank, or if you get a nice timing, you can find 2 easy kills.
Well, it's one especially, too, where it almost comes down to when the numbers get thinned on either side, offense or defense, and you can make that decision on offense or defense. Like right there, Zuma on defense pushes through A, and he did it on offense last round through bottom middle. Once the kind of numbers get thinned out and you can't watch every lane as much as you'd want to, and you just kind of hit it, you basically flip a coin, and you just hope it works out in your favor.
Well, it's not like mid-map on Arden where you can get in a position where you can check 2 cuts and see both sides basically for a cross here. Very difficult, a lot more cover to deal with on this ship.
Really, the only place you can get that where you can watch 2 crosses at once is if you play that bottom middle desk, which is why it's so popular. You can watch the B cross and the bottom middle cross. Time ticking down. It's up to FaZe to go for a plant, but it's Priest and Replays left in a 2v3, and I think Priest's feet, yeah, he's been shown they should go for the trade. There it is, 1v3 now, Replays by himself.
Replay just looking for his first kill. Gets a bolt into John, but should get dropped. There we go. LG stringing together some rounds here. And on the other side of her FaZe, I mean, what's he up to now? Zuma's like 6, 7 kills already?
Something along those lines.
Well, it's wild. It's what? An advantage here for LG, and you've already got 6 kills or so through 3 rounds.
That means he's averaging 2 kills per round.
Yeah, 2 kills a round, you're losing. That's tough. But when the rest of your team has 2 kills,
that means they're averaging less than 2 kills a round.
God damn it!
I'm sorry. Someone needs to be annoying because Rich isn't here. I'm filling the gap.
That's true. That's true.
Slack just nading bottom middle. I think, yeah, so he just called out that Priest is pushing barrels. Oh, they've got Octane pinned. Slack gets the help. There's a 2-piece. Slack rushing down those stairs just made this round winnable for LG.
Picks up Zuma, and now in a 2v2, Slack's got the couple of kills. Can maybe work the ace? Checking Replays POV as he is able to spot JCap, so he sees him on the cross. Grenade in. Doesn't connect. Attaches does, so both those grenades are on point. They likely get the kill. What may not be needed is this little angle. A nice shot from Attach on the first one.
Ooh.
Yeah, saw his head for just a moment.
Now they just hit it together.
Yep. They just have to trade this out. Well,
there you go.
Won't even matter.
Give this one to Attach for the defuse. FaZe will tie it up 2-2. Nice snipe from Attach, watching that top window. Gave Replays the opportunity to wide peek that and have the peace of mind that all he's got to do is just watch that bomb.
All right, well, let's get headed into round 5 and see if maybe... I want to start off with Zuma. I just want to see if he can find another first blood. I think he's got half of them. So far in this, he's got 2 to work with.
Still averaging 2 kills a round.
Can we get back over to Zuma for a moment? I just want to see if he can continue being such a playmaker here in the opening moments of this game. Looks like there's waiting for now. Priest to tag, he should be dead. Oh, I thought Jacob was going to peek the edge for us a moment. He probably just needed to get a bullet at him there, but he does get away with his life. Yeah, if Jacob, I think, peeks that right side a second earlier, might have been able to get that first blood. Zuma still hunting, though. Continues to get aggressive.
He's just trying to see if there is that open lane he can go for.
B going to be tough to push. They already know JCap's set up in a strong position. They may have actually spotted 2 on that side as well, so the play call likely going to be A. Especially with Zuma set up on top. Grenade now comes in. Zuma's going to hold it. He does get tagged up, has to back down, but Octane hits the snipe as he dives across. Nice shot there from Octane.
And the threat of Zuma now gone. Luminosity feeling much more confident as he's been the playmaker so far for FaZe Clan. Look at the shoulder peek from Sly. He's distracting, baiting. John pinches in, 2 kills, Attached by himself, and whoop! Tash gets quick scope there to end the round.
Octane snipe on Zuma trying to get away is what started everything off. And that was just, I mean, it was tough on B. There were 2 players there. They saw JCap was already set up by bombs. That's going to be difficult to push. They tried to make a play towards A. Zuma's in position, but at that point, just nowhere to trade. I think Tommy's frustrated right now. I think you can kind of see it a little bit. We can kind of hear him right now, but kind of saying, guys, I need a little bit of help here.
5 rounds in. Beginning of our 6th. Octane saw the head of Attach there, and Attach runs out of breath as Octane re-peeks and gets first blood.
I don't know if he would hit that shot anyway. That the angle from his screen, you saw just like the forehead there of Octane.
This bomb should get planted.
It's going to get planted. Priest peeking it and just peels slacked, but the bomb will at least get planted, so 3v3. And now John gives him the edge for a moment. Octane, though, continues to hit shots. Lord in heaven. Yikes.
Yikes. Whew. Octane can do no wrong with the sniper, it seems. And John, you saw him go to like kind of counter-strike if we go for that. Octane's like, no, my son, I've got this handled, please. 4-2 now for LG as it looks like Octane has continued to heat up even more after turning it around from that slow start in Game 1.
And yeah, you mentioned you haven't seen LG play this a lot, but again, this is a map where sniping isn't everything, but if you have a sniper hitting their shots, getting first bloods, you can, in a way, kind of take over a game, or at least make it very, very difficult on your opposition. Grenade's going to come in. Do they hit it with 2? Hits Priesta. John should get a second kill here. Yep, John's just going to fly in. He knows one was weak. John's going to get 3rd. Ooh, almost. Zuma, I think his screen was a bit lit up from the grenade there, so he wasn't able to get it. But you're watching from Octane's POV as basically his team does all the dirty work in front of him. You almost wish Octane was able to get one of those kills so he can get a little bit closer to the streaks. As I say that, Replays almost shreds him there at the top plat, but he'll stay alive. And that's what, a 5th round for LG?
Yep, they're running away with this game at this point. Here's it is from Slack's perspective to close out the round. Just goes and pinches Replays, gets a call out from Octane of where he is, and only gets hit twice. That FG it is a 3-bullet kill, sorry.
And that was all. I mean, that was all John. The smokes were out. Octane didn't have the best sight line, but he connected on the grenade, and the call is John, go. He wins the first gunfight, knows there's a second weak there on bomb. 2 easy kills for John. And he's, as we were talking about Octane, now John's out to 8-5. He had a big round there.
Can they close it out here? Don't give FaZe a chance, I think, is their goal. They won't give the bomb to Octane, which is obviously not a surprise of how he likes to play, even though he is so close to streaks. Most teams would go ahead and let their guy plant it for the streaks. Zuma with the challenge, though, kills John. Slacked, ready to watch that outside lane. Zuma actually gets 2. Octane again. The jump shot this time to make it a 2v2.
Streaks in. Glide bomb, spots, replays. He's looking to get to safety. He's able to get inside, so he'll live to see at least a couple more moments here. Slack just gets away with his life. Oh, no, he doesn't actually. Sorry, he got picked. Octane, wow. Movement on point to get away from this one, and now he's going hunting. 35 seconds left to work with. That's not what you want to see.
No. He knew he was, the second he saw Attach there, it's like, oh, I'm dead. Here it is from Attach's perspective. Oh, Octane's like, no, sir.
Get me back in there.
Yeah. So if you're FaZe, you now stopped Octane on the streak, and he also used the glide bomb. And you know he only has fighter pilot left. How do you play around that? 5-3. Last year was the year of the 5-2 comeback. I think that was a lot more possible, though, because of payloads being in play. Obviously not a thing here in Call of Duty
haven't seen nearly as many comebacks, have we, in Search? Smokes out. Gonna check. Should connect with Zuma there on bomb.
No.
Okay, so Zuma, well, if the first one connected, he's dead. Again, that's the second time I think that's happened where one grenade didn't connect. Can he get away? Wow, he does. There was one at the edge there. I didn't think he was going to make it out. He's able to do it. Octane spotted one, but they are down a man now. Octane just sniped John.
Okay, Octane, he's had a couple quiet rounds at the sniper, needed to get himself woken up again. So he's there. There you go. All he needed to do was snipe his teammate. And now his luck is back. Don't peek the wrong side, Attach. Don't peek the wrong side. So Octane will push towards this bomb. 13 seconds left. Really no time to work with. FaZe won another round.
FaZe keep doing it. They keep climbing back in this one. Definitely not over yet. Team kill, yeah, doesn't help. They also get first blooded and slacked, I believe. So things kind of fell apart early. Octane made it interesting there by hitting a snipe. He hits Attach, and maybe he's got a shot, but kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there.
I think it also makes it easier if he doesn't kill his teammate in the round 2. As we move into round 10, FaZe, do they have Mountain on? Can we swap through FaZe Clan? Attach does and Priesta does, so 2 of the 4 do. That makes me think that the 2 that obviously don't will be playing more for an indoor control. But hey, even Priesta with Mountain is actually flooding right towards bottom ship.
See what they can do with this. Passive offense, well, slow offense developing right now for Luminosity. Octane, can he win another sniper duel with Attach here?
He's done so good at getting first bloods. I think they're looking. This is kind of a, hey, play for a pick round. Just watch out. Let Octane see if he can find a pick at B.
He spotted Attach. Can't connect, though. And now Zuma's got the first blood bottom middle. That's going to be the 4th first blood for Zuma. And he gun slacked off a cover there. Priesta helping out bottom mid. This is going to be around 11. Octane, sorry, buddy. You're by yourself. Here comes the pressure. There goes the kill.
Zuma with his 14th kill of the map.
My God. Zuma, you're very good.
Here it is. Octane tries to hit a shot. Doesn't quite work out. Zuma, can he carry his team to victory in Game 2 to give FaZe the 2-0 series lead?
It's 2-5 comeback, you said, right?
This would be.
All
They
right.
know he's still got one streak, and the tough thing is FaZe are on offense, so LG, they need Octane to just stay alive and then call in that streak if they go to push up to the bomb.
It's kind of look like Octane.
They're going to back up. There's 1 nade, 2 nades.
Here we go.
I think they just said, let's play now, let's play now.
Replay's gone. Priesta gone.
Wow. And now Zuma's stuck in top window. He's just looking for a hopeful play. There's his 15th.
I wouldn't count Zuma out of it. The player behind is what I'm worried about, actually. John is the scary part. Beams J-Cap. 2 versus 2. 2 versus 2. Oh, he ends up getting dropped. There's one more bottom middle, and now it's all on Attach.
With a sniper of all things.
16-9 performance from Zuma.
For the loss.
But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
That's rough. And look at where John's playing. He's got his back. Octane on the stairs. Does he check it? He sees him. He had to have seen him. There's one. 1v1. Doesn't get away. In the end, it's LG in round 11. Zuma's 16 kills are not enough as we've got ourselves a 1-1 series.
Wow. at 2v4. I mean, you still, with the way Zuma was playing, you're like, he's got a chance. Maybe he can do this. And it was close, but you kept being worried about that guy in their top window. It's like eventually he's going to get shot in the back. And sure enough, that's what ends up happening. He would have had to have some kind of sixth sense there to turn and burn there.
You knew Zuma was confident when he saw JCap with an FG42 pre-aiming his door and gladly took the challenge by kind of laying down around that corner and peeking it. But folks, we have a series on our hand between two of the best teams in all of competitive Call of Duty. FaZe Clan and LG are tied 1-1, heading into capture the flag. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Luminosity answer back in the search and destroy. We're tied up here at 1 apiece. Again, LG looking to be a perfect 6-0, heading to their date tomorrow with Team Envious. Jack almost fell over there. How you doing, buddy?
Sorry, I'm dancing to the music. It's getting late here in Columbus, man. I'm trying to get myself hyped up. This is going to be a long, intense series. We've got ourselves a guaranteed Game 4 now. The Game 2 and all the way to round 11, and I brought this up with you during the break. If you're FaZe Clan, you know LG have a fighter pilot still.
Okay.
Replays, you know you're playing outside where you don't have cover from a fighter pilot. You also know that you're going to be going nowhere near the bomb where you fully expect LG to expend every nade to force people off the site. So he's not going to have nades thrown at him. Why is he not running mountain scoped instead of infantry hunker?
Yeah, I don't know.
If he wants that strafe speed.
Did he forget the streak was there? I have no idea. But it just looked like such an easy kill to open things up. As soon as it happened, the round felt like it was over. It's one thing if you're able to connect on the bomb planter, you know where the position's going to be, as you call it in. But that, I don't know. Yeah, interesting to say the least. But here we go. Game 3. 4 down for FaZe Clan. Early pressure coming in from Luminosity. You get kind of a close spawn there in water from LG, so they're going to be able to reinforce their other 2 players quickly. Octane needs one more bullet into Priesta, but Priesta does just enough to get safe there. And the whole map seemed to explode there in the background.
As now it's just FaZe cleaning up their spawn. There it is. 4 dead. FaZe Clan can move forward. They hold off the first LG push. And a lot of it is because Priesta staying alive, keeping Octane distracted, which gave his teammates enough time to pinch on through and clean him up. But as quick as LG pushed into the FaZe base, it's now FaZe pushing into the LG base.
God.
Zuma from 16 kills in the S&D. Seems he's angry that his team couldn't close out the map, even with him having a heroic performance.
Well, I mean, JCap did enough there to get a kill and stay alive. Then the stuns come in to slow it down.
This is not going anywhere.
Wow, and that's tough because, you know, Zuma kills 3 instantly. No, Zuma's feeling himself. If he would have just ripped Slacked off of that.
This is still possible. No. Oh, Zuma's nade actually team kills attach.
Well,
I don't think they would have had it in time, but my God, folks, someone look at those shots again from Zuma. He is not missing with the PPSH right now.
That's what they need if they're going to take respawns off of this Luminosity team. I mean, if he can just get the better of John throughout the course of this. Nice stick there from Priest on to Octane. Now over to Slack's POV behind enemy lines, but Priesta wants none of it. I just feel like Priesta and Zuma are shooting nuclear missiles out of their PPSHs in this series.
They don't mind it, I can promise you that. They need to if they're going to beat LG. It stings right now that they gave up that round 11, but it's a new day, and London Dock CTF has always been a strong map for FaZe Clan. Zuma sneaking right on into fire. If his teammates get some kills on their side of the map, you expect him to go for this flag pull. He's given away his position, but now he should sprint back, pull this flag, and immediately take it on out. This will be a capture.
Yep.
For FaZe Clan. Yeah, the stun not going to hit as you see JCap run through lower docks. Replays gets a bad timing there, but still the capture's through FaZe up 1-0.
Nice job there, and it's tough for LG because your 2 players that could maybe turn around and stop Zuma are already so dedicated to that actual push. They're in a tough spot and both get cut down. Like, the timing could not have been better. The positioning could not have worked out better for FaZe Clan.
They had already begun to push into the base.
Exactly. It wasn't a spot where they could cut back to mid-map and try to pick it up.
It was one of those things where it was perfectly timed from FaZe. Zuma kind of read it like a book. He knew one was going to be kind of lagging behind in top middle, went and shot him in the back. He knew the other player wasn't going to spawn for another few seconds, giving him enough time to at least pull the flag out without being in a gunfight challenge there in the base. Smart play from FaZe to put them up 1-0, but again, LG with middle map control, LG in beer, and LG looking to pull the flag.
JCap has to win another gunfight, not able to do it. Priesta has 8 kills. I feel like 6 of them have been by his flag. Like, honestly, man, he just seems to be the last line of defense multiple times. Now it's his turn to get a bit of offense going. Pushing up. He's got Attach leading the way. Spot Slack there, down by the crane hardpoint. Nade flies past him. Slack rotates over, and this does provide an opening for Attach, but unfortunately can only win 1. Still a Zuma here to go, though. Zuma, it just seems to be snapping every gunfight. Like, no matter where the player is, he's instantly on their body. And it's so big when you hit that first bullet or that first hipfire bullet. That's when it really seems like you're beaming somebody. You've seen Zuma doing a lot of it.
Basically just single-handedly holds off the push for his team. That's another capture for FaZe. Zuma is absolutely destroying right now. Of all the performances we've seen, some of these shots we've seen Zuma hit have been the more impressive stuff so far in Division B.
And at home, maybe if you're new or you don't understand why it's so impressive, he's running into people that are pre-aimed waiting for him and just flicking immediately onto them as he's kind of sprinting out to an edge.
His centering and his ability to snap right now, he's just locked in. Yep. Simple as that.
Very, very impressive. And it's another respawn here where maybe Octane not having the best game. 6-9 right now. Not that anyone's really standing out that much stat-wise, but we'll see if he can pick it up a little bit. On to Octane now, and it's been 2 London Docks where, you know, being that FG player certainly can be tough when you've got these little gnats flying around with their subs just constantly seeming to be in your face. That's going to be a lot down for FaZe. That's going to be a flag pull. Only person to pop is going to be Priesta. Priesta's made the big plays on defense. Can he do one I guess, kind of offense and defense here as he's going to push across.
The answer's no.
Now, oh my God, he's just been stunned
The
to
answer's
hell.
no. That's a capture. So LG, they get outplayed for most of the side, but with that extra time, gives them that 5 seconds they need to get the capture to make it 2-1.
And this is a map where we've seen some very high. What did it end up being earlier? Was it 8-2, 7-2? What was that Splice game?
It was 8-2.
Jeez. And that was against Envy. One of the top teams in the league right now. So this best of 5 right now, final of the night. For those of you that have been watching all day on Valentine's Day, your girlfriends are probably pissed, or boyfriends. But I'm glad you've spent the day with us. Because it's been magnificent.
It has. It has. I wouldn't want to spend the day with anyone else but you, Maven.
Same, buddy. Right back at you.
Again, someone clip that and send that to Maven's girlfriend of 2 years. You're so fast with the response. It just feels so genuine. As the flag gets pulled out by FaZe, this flag already coming through. How much of a frustration must that be for LG after getting just beat down for 4.5 minutes of side one to have a moment of kind of peace to capture a flag to bring this game back within reach, and then right off the break of the second half, FaZe just destroy you and get another capture to put it back up to 2 cap difference.
Well, can you now attempt maybe a bit of a counter cap here in a way? No, because Attach just got a little bit of help certainly, but the fact he kills 2 there, if LG soar through, absolutely could have got a very quick counter cap. You may still have a chance, more than likely not.
This lower dock spawn is going to really help as well. Look, he's just trying to get fancy with it, try to get away. But yeah, the lower dock spawn that came into, you had Attach already watching middle. The reinforcement's not able to get there in time because he's stalling them out. Brilliant stuff for FaZe. Wow. As I say that, it's John snapping on the 2. They'll have to rotate back and kill him off. 3.5 minutes left of this game. FaZe up by 2 caps.
Slack now coming off a spawn, does have a fighter pilot to work with and able to trade out at least one top mid. He's sprinting straight into fire. Unfortunately, though, as he goes to peek right, Attached there, ready and waiting for him. LG just struggling to get anything really going. The continued pressure of FaZe and their ability to win those big gunfights, get those big 2 pieces like you've seen from Priest and Zuma and Attach over and over and over again. Same thing in the hardpoint, man. Those 3 subs were just dominating.
John doing everything he can to clear this lane towards the flag, and as I say that, he gets shot in the back by Slack. Octane, he just can't seem to get it going on London Docks against FaZe.
You still have that fighter pilot if they want to call it in. That's going to be on Slack.
No,
Slack just dies.
They don't have their gate watched. Zuma just floods right through gate, kills him. There's a return. Boom. Stops the push.
JCap's still here, but he'll die, and that'll stagger the spawns even more. That allows Priest to now push up the map a bit as he's looking to get Nicole and see if he can catch anyone kind of with their pants down as they're coming off a spawn. As they spawn out far left, they know something's up. That's going to force JCap to then wrap back the flag, so that'll slow down any push out of spawn. 3 down for LG. Here we go. 4 down for LG. That's going to be a cap. Unless Slack will probably use the fighter pilot here.
Yep. Instantly does.
Ooh, well, not as instantly as he wanted to. Didn't get it off immediately, and that second could end up costing him. Maybe they wouldn't have got in.
No, I don't think so. I mean, that second, it would have been nice to have an extra second, I guess, but I don't think it would have made any difference. 4-1 for FaZe. A little bit over 90 seconds remaining at this point. Unless anything completely ridiculous happens, this should be FaZe's map to take to put them up 2-1, and it's looking more and more, I feel like we're going to a game 5.
Wow.
But again, with how Zuma and FaZe's submachine gun players are shooting.
What is that for St. Marie?
Ardennes, I believe. Ardennes map 4.
Okay. Well, that's a map that Octane certainly has a better chance to take over.
Right.
London Docks.
He's going to use all of his power in that one and drop like 55.
Well, maybe we found the kryptonite to Octane, at least in this series. A combination of FaZe and London Docks has not been pretty for him. But yeah, if you want a rebound map, that could certainly be it. I think it feels like a map 5 as well.
Replays with the flag. He gets cut down. Streak going to be used to try to slow Slack at this point. They just can't both die to this. Only one does. Can Priestley get there in time? Tries to.
Wow,
but it's not enough, but with 4 dead. Flag pulled. Actually doesn't get around the corner in time.
Yeah, I mean, you need some sort of perfect rally here, and hard to get a rally going when Zuma's in your base. Well, I thought he was just going to pop up there and destroy Octane off a spawn. 20 seconds to go.
Love that repositioning from Attach, too. Forces a player to shoot back at him. They know now the furthest pushed up is JCap, who's in front fire. Fighter pilot used. Good effort from LG, but in the end, it's FaZe who look electric at the moment. If they clutched that round 11, we would have had a 3-0 sweep. Instead, LG will live to see another hardpoint game.
And Zuma's just having one hell of a series.
Yes.
I mean, 16 in Search, 24 and 16 or something like that here. He was fantastic in the game 1. Zuma's been brilliant. He's been very, very good in this title and showing it here against one of the world's best teams.
Honestly, you look at all of FaZe's wins and losses so far this year in their series against formidable opponents, and I would say that right now, this performance in this LG series for Zuma might be one of the better individual performances we've seen from a player on FaZe against maybe a top 3 caliber team in Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah, they really, really have been. But question for me in this series is, will we get going into a game 5 if LG can pull this off? But LG, you know, this is a team that comes off second at New Orleans. A crazy final against Team Caliber that we casted. One of the better finals I think we've casted in our careers. Just an absolutely wild ride. You know, we had a chance to talk to them about New Orleans, about coming into the Pro League. Let's take a look.
One final hope. It's Slack. He's been spotted. He's